So this is a bass lesson for I Wish by Stevie Wonder. We're going to have our volume all the way to the top for this one, and we're going to have our tone control all the way down to the bottom, so completely off. This is a great higher bass line. It's really good. You could do it for Nat 5 if you're feeling adventurous. There's only a couple of lines in this whole tune, which is quite good and quite bad. The couple of lines that we've got are quite difficult. They're quite quick, but there's not very many of them to learn, which is quite good. So we'll just get cracked on in there. First 2 bars are repeated for the first like 3 lines. So look at them just now. We're going to go 2, 3, 0, 2, and that's on the D, the E, then the A string. So now this is all on your tab, so it's actually probably better if I just play it nice and slowly and have you guys follow. So 2, 3, 0, 2, 0, 4, 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2, 4, 0, 1. And then we repeat at that point. The marking in the next 2 bars just means repeat the last 2 bars that you've just already played. So I'll play it nice and slowly once round, and then I'm going to play it a little bit faster. The dynamic markings are mezzo forte, so we just want to keep this about medium volume, and it's quite quick. So here's the slow speed to start with. This is about full tempo. 2, 3, 4. Now we do that for the first line, and then the next line it's exactly that again. The third line, the last note is different, so I'm going to show you the last 2 bars of the third line. So ever so slightly different there. Now we've got our last line on the first page, and this is where things get a little bit trickier. I've definitely had some students, especially last year, struggle with this part because it changes so fast and often, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not that difficult compared to what we've already done now. So I'll play it to you slowly to start with. That was the first 2 bars, and the next 2 bars start the same but end differently. So in the last bar, the notes go 4 on the D, then 1, 2, then 3, and then it goes to the 4, but right after playing this 4 on my pinky, I'm going to jump down to the 2 on the A string, and then play 4 2s in a row. So it's 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. That 4 and that 2 are nice and quick. I'm going to play that whole line up to tempo now. Now this is at tempo 106, so if you want to try and practice this with a metronome, I'd really recommend it. I don't say that about many songs, if I'm honest, but this is definitely one where I think a metronome will really help you out. So start your metronome off at 90. Play at 90 beats per minute, and then try and get it up to 95, trying to get it up to 100, then trying to get it up to 106. The next page It doesn't have much new material on it, which is really good. Our chorus is just one bar looped, and it sounds like this. And then we loop it. Now, if you heard me getting a little bit louder there, that was actually because I realised that we were supposed to be playing 40. So it is a little bit louder than the rest of the song so far. You're probably working up to that type of volume in the chorus, so the rest of the song has been mezzo 40 to start with. Now we're in 40, so a little bit louder, 10% louder in the chorus. We have our bass solo. Now, the little thing I want to say about our bass solo before we start playing this, nearly all of these notes are very short, so we need to try and keep them that way. It's back to mezzo 40 in terms of volume, and the first bar goes. Now you notice that my notes immediately stop at that point, and I'm using my right hand and my left hand to mute those notes. So it's 2-0-2. The next part goes 0-2-2, 2, then a low E. It looks a bit like an E minor 7 or an E minor chord. Then I'm going to walk up. 4-0-1-2, the 4 is on the A string, the next 3 notes are on the D string. And then this next bar, we don't start on beat 1. It is a really common mistake for most of my students. I've actually got it circled on the bit music that I've got in front of me because so many of my students play it on beat 1, unfortunately. So it goes rest. I'm going to play that again and explain it as I go. So we're going to go rest 7-6-4-0. Now I would practice that like this. And actually it says to pull off, or it says to slur the 7-6. So I'll pull off from my pinky to my third finger. And then it says to pull off from the 3-2 and then 2-2. So I'm going to play that full bar again. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. And then we're straight into absolutely. So I'll play you the full bass solo just now, and then we'll leave it there because that's us. Etc. I hope that helps. That is I Wish by Stevie Wonder. It's not got very much music to it, but it's actually a really long song, and probably people know my opinions on long songs at this point. They're really good for doing your hires, your advanced hires, things like that, because you need to try and fill out that time. Thanks very much. Hope that helps.